Welcome everybody, welcome to Main Street Fire Rescue from Universal Orlando Resort. We are officially in service right now. Look at this, I've got a freaking sweatshirt on. It's that time of year. The humidity finally left. It is nice and chilly, or as we'd say, Florida cold. And oh, this feels great. So I'm back here at Universal for some more Christmas. I'm gonna focus more on kind of more the Islands of Adventure side and Grinchmas, and just kind of point out some unique things. And also want to see the Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular today. So we're gonna kind of have some fun with that. Maybe do a few attractions. Check out Universal side if there's time. And I got some other things planned for today. So now that we're in service, let's get started. I'll see you over at Islands. City Walk sure looks all decked out. Check this, I missed this last time. Of course, we went over to Universal first. That was Earl's Mistletoe Pines Village. Now, in years past, they've made this into like a full-on market out here, so I'm not sure if they're going to do that again this year, or if just this is how we got it. We'll have to keep following this. We're also starting at Islands this morning because they have the early admission for annual pass holders. You get in an hour early. Might try to do a ride on Haggard's this morning. We'll see how long the line is. Who knows? If not, we'll just take the advantage of the early time and walk around. Man, December 6th. Tomorrow's will be the, holy crap, I gotta think, 13-year anniversary of my first ever structure fire that I went on as a fireman. 13 years, or no, 23 years, I'm sorry. 23 years. Wow. That's hard to believe. We'll talk more about that later, either today or on a different vlog, but definitely we'll address it tomorrow. The adventure is now beginning. Oh. And a lot of people are saying, I mentioned this last time, but I think we're about a year away from Epic Universe. I really do. I think we'll be doing previews by about this time next year. At the rate they're going, yeah, I'd be very surprised. Let me give you a tip on Haggard's. I keep seeing people saying, we gotta run over there, we gotta run over there. Don't worry about it right now. You got all day. That's where everybody else is going. When you're not on peak times, your best time to go is about an hour left in the day. You can sometimes get 3-4 rides in a row if you just wait till the end of the day. It works. So we're gonna start off at Seuss Landing here. I'm gonna have to find some breakfast too. That proved my point exactly, just checking the wait times out. We're here, like I said, about an hour early. Haggard's is 80 minutes. Everything else, Velocicoaster and Flight of the Hippogriff and what's the other one? Forbidden Journey, all 5-10 minutes. So do those and then do Haggard's at the end of the day. Don't waste this hour if you're trying to get rides done. We're gonna be heading into the first showtime right here, 10:15. This is for the Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular. This is a fantastic show. And this is already the line just to meet. This is to get your photo taken with the Grinch. No, the park doesn't open for 45 minutes. It amazes me how long people will wait to get a photo with a character. I've never been into that. I'm glad that's in some people's wheelhouse. It definitely ain't mine. I don't know. It's like the queue to nowhere. The last time I was here, we did Wizarding World during the day. Or, I'm sorry, Wizarding World at night. This is Wizarding World during the day. And now, again, these people are lining up for the Hogwarts Express. You can't take that thing till 9 o'clock. You're kind of wasting valuable time. You know, again, if you're here, you live here, and you don't really care what you do, you know, day's yours. But, man, when you got time, you gotta make the most of it. Let's check out Hogwarts Express real quick. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, 75 minutes only. Jesus. But yeah, that's where most of the people Now they do have a single rider line for Hogwarts, or for that ride. However, it's got mixed reviews on whether it really makes a difference or not. This is one of the greatest views in the park right here. "10 minutes, not bad. That's a good time for that." Let's see what Hippogriff is. We got a minute to ride? Oh yeah, 5 minutes. Let's do this. Well, the team member was making sure everybody knew there was no smoking or fire breathing in line. Good to know. Oh yeah, we might be able to ride this a few times. Alright guys, I can't film on these, so I'm going to put y'all away, and I'll see you back in a minute. So that was freaking awesome. First thing in the morning. Park's going to open officially in about 4 minutes, so I got on that thing back to back. That was great. Alright, learning things. Early entry. The only place you can get to, or you have access to, Wizarding World and the Jurassic Park where the Velocicoaster is. Yeah, I mean, you have to come in through Seuss Landing. Nothing's open, so the only lands that have things going on is Hogsmeade and Velocicoaster. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna go find some breakfast and get ready for the first Grinch show. We'll do some natural ambiance here, and then we'll get going. Yeah, the line for Ollivanders. Man, I'm telling you, people, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I gotta schedule a day to come here at night, probably maybe Sunday coming up, and I'm gonna prove my point. Instead of rope dropping, come here in the evening. You'll get much more done. Yeah, 90 minutes already for Hagrid's. 90. Hour and a half. And then look at the line to go over to Hogsmeade. I'm telling you guys, you just gotta... The days of the rope drop are over. These days are long gone. Look at this. This is just to ride the train over to Universal Studios. That's all it is. This is stupid. This is so not necessary to do this to yourself. One, you can walk over there in much quicker time than it would take from waiting in this line. Two, again, as the day moves forward, there will be no wait for either one of these. Holy moly. It stretches all the way back this way. Where does this end? It's like the Energizer Bunny still going. Holy moly. So if you want to meet the Grinch, this is where your day is going to begin, right here. All right. 5 minutes. God dang it. This is going to be hard as hell to vlog. There's so much music. What's crazy, in a couple weeks, this will all be full. I could not imagine. Heck no. But it will be. Christmas week, man. That and Thanksgiving, busiest times of the year. All of this will be full. There's SpaceX rocket launch right there. I knew they were targeting this morning. I just forgot about it. Wow. I tell you, SpaceX been straight getting it, man. What a great view.
I say when I get home today, all the long way through town and all the way back, I look round and round and I keep careful track. The next thing I pass by is the Hop on Pop shop. Tots hopping on ice cream with cherries on top. I'm sure it belongs to that black and white cat. And look out below! It's that new McGrew Zoo. Oh, what the zoo must be worth! It's the most wonderful zoo on the face of the earth. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. Now we bypass two unbudging Zacks, both stubbornly stuck unbudged in their tracks. Now keep your eyes peeled for Sneetches. They're known to love beaches. There's one down there, fishing. He's floating, he's wishing. He might catch a fish with a pinwheel-like tail. He might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. He might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly, or even a fish made of strawberry jelly. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat when we say that we saw it on Mulberry Street. But it still could be better. Did I ever tell you that Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she named them all Dave? Well, she did, and that wasn't a smart thing
Dave
to do.
Minion.
You see, when she wanted one and calls out, "Yo, come into the house, Dave!" She doesn't get one. All 23 Daves of hers come on the run. Farewell to the Sneetches at the end of our fun. No time for more, we're almost done. We swing around the corner and dash through the gate. We ride to our...
That was fun. Now we can get breakfast. There's two tracks if you've never ridden this. This is like the Dr. Seuss Land. It's like the Dr. Seuss Land People Mover. That one's my second favorite. My favorite track is the one that goes through Circus McGurkus. That one has probably... So it's the more unique track layout, and it's got some of the best views of the lagoon over there. Long before they announced it, Universal changed their signage. Yeah, I was saying the other day how they slowly inject little hints into things when they get ready to do things, and that was one of the biggest ones right there. You start seeing Epic pop up everywhere. I tell you, once Epic Universe opens next year, man, to have technically four Universal parks, man. Got me some Firehouse coffee here, straight black.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
You want to blow people's minds, go into a Starbucks and order just black coffee. They like, does not compute, because everybody gets all this sweetened crap and sugar-laced garbage, and you ask them, just put some coffee into a cup for me. That's it. They did. He goes, how do you want it? I said, just pour it in there. That's all I want. You know, wring the sock out, it's good to go. I love black coffee, man. It's the best there is. I learned how to drink coffee at the fire service, and I like it straight up, man. Black coffee, it's the best way to have it, and it's good for you. Get rid of all that shit. Man, I tell you, when you look at the amount of sugar that's in some of this shit, oh my God. It's no wonder we have the medical issues that we have in this country. I mean, that's a lot of inflammatory response by drinking. Is it good? Yeah, you better believe it's good. Is it not good for you? No, not a bit. Every now and then, fine. These people that drink that stuff every day, it is incredibly bad for you. The nice thing about this is it's nice and warm. It's that perfect morning for it, and that'll be more than enough to get me through Grinch. This is gonna be ideal. Starbucks is not my first choice. But it's all I really got right now. So, you know, when you got to drink the coffee, you got to drink the coffee. But if I can avoid Starbucks at most times, I will. I just don't like when they made that comment about the U.S. military. It was really off-putting, honestly. But, you know, the coffee's not terrible. But when you compare it against Joffrey's over at Disney, Joffrey's is where it's at. All right, coffee in hand. Got about 40 minutes. Let's go watch the Grinch. You know, I love how in more recent years, they've kind of gone after the song, "Oh Baby, It's Cold Outside." Goes, that's not consent, he's trying to, you know, all that nonsense. But yet, they want that song out. But then Santa Baby, which is, gimme, 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 that's fine. Christmas and feminism collide. It's great. All All right, here we are. This is where we're going to start our adventure. I'll turn the camera on when we start moving. I'll see you all in a little bit. One of the other cool things about Grinchmas is you get to see a little bit of the back lot. As long as they don't, as long as there's no signs up that says no filming, I'll show you a bit of the back lot, what the average guest does not see. It's pretty impressive, actually. I used to navigate the back lots when I worked here, and it is amazing just by going behind these walls how fast you can navigate from park to park, and how truly well themed this whole place is. Because when you're here, I mean, look at this. You feel like you're in a world of your own, you know? Like you feel like you're in Seuss Land. But when you go behind the walls, it's all theming gone. It's really strange. But like even when you're at Universal Studios side, you feel like you're far away from everything. And reality is you're right next door to Islands of Adventure. But just the way that they theme these parks and everything and sightlines, it's just incredible. All right, we are off. Okay, so now these are the walls right here. So we are officially on the back lot. And right behind me, actually right ahead is Soundstage 20. That's one of the sound stages where they do Halloween Horror Nights, and they actually have done some productions there. We are right next door to Universal Orlando. Just like that, a quick walk, and we're on Universal Orlando side. And literally across the street, there's Hard Rock, Twosome. So you can quickly move around back here. And also behind me, back that way, you can't see it, the fence is in the way, but that's the dining hall for the Universal Orlando side. For all the cast members. And then there's the back of Soundstage 19. Looks like they're clearing everything out, and I've heard they start Horror Nights rather quickly. I know when I worked here, I was working in March of 2022 here, and they had already started construction. So that's a pretty impressive venture. And just like that, we're now in Universal Orlando. So this is actually the old Blue Man Group building where they've moved this to. It used to be in the back lots right by Islands. But since this building isn't used anymore, they're using it for the special events like this. And even before Blue Man Group, this was the original Nickelodeon Studios. Never got to see that. That was long before I started coming here. But apparently there's a few nods that are still hanging around that you can find, some little Easter eggs. And right there's the Rip Ride Rocket. Oh, yeah, check this out.
Original story over 65 years ago. And in celebration of that anniversary, we present to you this new retelling of his Wholiday classic. As an added Christmas gift, this show features classic songs arranged by Chip Davis and Mannheim Steamroller. The holidays are about sharing with others, so we invite you to take plenty of photographs to share the memories with family and friends. Please refrain from using flash photography or any light source on your camera, as this will startle the Who's. And now, Universal Orlando asks that you open your heart and enjoy the Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular.
Inside the snowflake, like the one on your sleeve, there happened a story you must see to believe. Way up in the mountains, in the high range of Pontoos, lay the small town of Whoville, the home of the Who's. Now our day was fine, and Easter was pleasant, and every St. Pheasant's Day, they ate a his pheasant. But every Who knew, from their 12 toes to their snout, They loved Christmas the most, without a single who doubt. Ask any who, and they'll have this to say.
There's no place like Whoville around Christmas Day.
Does not! Oh, the noise! Curse that Christmas music! It's joyful and triumphant. The Grinch hates Christmas, the whole Christmas season. And please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head isn't screwed on quite right. It could be perhaps that his shoes are too tight. Oh. I think the most likely reason of all may just be that his heart is two sizes too small. Get out of his cave with a sound of Grinchy frown at the warm red windows below in our town. For he knows every who down in Whoville beneath is busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stocking. The child is here. Christmas is practically here. And now in the green grounds with those green Grinch fingers, nervously turning, ready to go. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming.
That reminds me, we need to get a gift for your cousin. What about the Grinch?
Hey, Lou! How are you, my darling? Hello, Cindy Lou. Have you seen my new strand of twinkling lights? Oh, aren't they just fabulous?
Yes, Martha.
Oh, now forgive me, but did I hear your sweet child mention that mean old sourpuss?
The Grinch!
Oh, yes, so you keep saying.
Well, who is he?
Oh, you see, Cindy Lou, the Grinch isn't really a who, he's more
A what?
Exactly. And you'll learn more about such things when you grow into your nose.
Okay, everyone, we are 1 minute closer to Christmas!
I know just what to do. Come on, Max.
He laughed in his throat, and he made a big Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he shuffled and clucked.
What a great leaky trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. I'm speaking in rhymes. Max! I say this all coming on.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Who's here?
You really are a heel. You're as ugly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black heel. All their windows were dark, quiet sleep filled the air, all the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care.
You're having a bad dream. Go back to sleep. Sucker.
When he came to the first house in the square,
This is stop number one.
the old Grinchy Claus hissed as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist.
The roof? Nope. What's next?
Well, then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch.
Definitely not. Could we just skip ahead?
But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch.
Grow up.
Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant.
Now that I can do.
Around the whole room, and he took every present. He took their singingles, their tringlers, their puzzles. He took their pantuflers, their dazzlers, and their wuzzles. He cleaned out that ice box as quick as a flash. Why, that old Grinch even took their last can of ham.
Bingo.
Then he stuffed all the presents up the chimney with glee.
And now
Grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
So the Grinch grabbed a tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small who, little Cindy Lou Who.
Santa Claus! Why are you taking our Christmas tree?
Awkward.
But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie and he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little Tom.
The fake Santa Claus lied!
You are not helping! There's a light on this tree. It won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here. I'm rhyming again.
Santa Claus,
What?
don't forget about the Grinch.
The Grinch?
I know he hates Christmas, and he's green with bad breath, and smelly feet with shoes that are 2 sizes too small.
Ow.
But just because he's different, well, that doesn't mean he shouldn't get a present on Christmas. Good night.
Cute kid. Birds of a character!
You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I take the seasick crocodile. All the Who's still a snooze when he packed back of his sled, packed it up with their presents. The ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the top of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it.
And now they know Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, and I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two, and then all the Who's down in Whoville will all cry. Boo! Hoo! And that you know,
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry. Very. Down in Whoville, the tall and the small were singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch-feet eyes cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
Or could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And he puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore.
Ow.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas?
He thought,
Does it come from a storm? Maybe Christmas, perhaps. It's a little bit more.
what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Oh! Max!
Oh, and now that his heart did feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. He still had their presents, their food for the feast, the ribbons, the tinsel, even the roast beast. With a smile in his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerfully blowing who sounds on his trumpet.
It's Santa Claus! Mr. Grinch, why? Why are you dressed like Santa Claus?
Well, it's a funny story. Oh, all right. I took your St. English, your twinklers, your puzzles. I took your pantocles, your dazzlers, and your muscles. I took all your Christmas presents. But because of this child's kindness, I bring them all back to you. Rhyming again. And I like it.
Your hand, it's so...
I know, hairy,
No,
greasy, oily, dry, wet, crusty.
no,
What?
it's warm.
Merry Christmas, Cindy Lou.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Grinch.
welcome Christmas. Bring your cheer. Kids will reach far and near.
Christmas Day is in our grasp, as long as we have hands to clasp.
Just as long as we have we. Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand.
Oh, hey kid! It's your moment, go!
Merry Christmas, my family!
I'm sorry.
At this time, we ask that you exit the theater so that we may prepare for our next show. Please, make sure you have all of your items and take small children by the hand as you exit. Universal Orlando extends the warmth of seasonal wishes from our family to yours. Have a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years.
Man, if we could sneak between these bushes, go right through there, we'd be right at Minion Land. Just like that, back in Seuss Landing. So I'm actually going to go over to Universal side. So I got to go back around to the front. That's the one thing with this park, the way it's designed is if you work here and you know the back lots, man, you can move around quickly. Which I had those things for the most part down pat when I worked here. There were still some areas that some of the team members that have worked here a long time, they like, hey man, if you know how to use this area to get from here to there? I'm like, no. So they'd show me. I'm like, damn, that's amazing. All right, we'll see you in a little while, Whoville. I'm on my way to Universal. It is not that busy today. We're gonna go Minion blasting since I didn't get to do that the other night. It's only 5 to 10 minute wait right now. So after that experience of waiting in line, what I would suggest is you don't have to, I mean, if you're going to be here during Christmas time, then yeah, you got to make the most of your time with these shows because they do get very busy. That's a gigantic theater though. I got in line with 45 minutes before showtime. They start letting you back there when there's a half an hour, and then they let you into the theater with 15 minutes. So realistically, most shows are on the 15s, so 10:15, 11:15, on and on and on. What I would do is half hour, 20 minutes ahead of time. You can just pretty much almost walk right in at that point. And there's no bad seat in that theater. So unless you want to sit up front, but there are VIP sections in that. But again, you can spend all the extra money, but it really don't matter, because no matter where you sit in that theater, you're gonna get a great view. All right, well, we walk over to Universal side. You have to make time to see that if you're here. I think it goes on till New Year's, I believe. That is such a good show. I've seen that for a lot of years now. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. At least the last 4 or 5 in a row. I mean, it wasn't around during 2020, but that show is so good. And you can tell there's a group of the Who's that do such a good job that they have them back year after year, because the young lady that plays Cindy Lou, she's been doing that role for a long time. Martha May changes from time to time, but there's a couple of the Who's that I've recognized year after year. Like I said, they do an outstanding job. That's such a good show, and it's the perfect message for Christmas. And they do such a great reenactment of the movie, and add in a lot of the, hilarities and stuff like that. The Grinch is great. I'm sure some of that's ad-libbed, but highly suggest you make time from your day to go see that. Make time for these shows. You won't be disappointed. If you're going to be here during Christmas week, then you gotta literally make time for that, because those shows fill up and sell out fast. So any other time, man, like, we could go back, get right back in line and get a seat, no problem. There's shows every hour, like I said, on the 15s, all the way right before closing. So no problem seeing a show. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy that. Again, it's not the full show, but I got a lot of the greatest parts. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I had a fantastic time walking around, listening to all the Christmas music, just having fun. It's the greatest season in Orlando. Some people love Halloween. Me, it's all right. Halloween's all right. The Christmas season's by far the best. There's just so much going on, so much to see and do. I've hardly scratched the surface of everything that's going on right now. So, lots more to come. I will see you all again very shortly. Have a fantastic week. And Main Street Fire Rescue out of service. I'll see you.